guys, Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome back to Scrap 5. So I got to pick the 5 things this month, which is super awesome. So I picked chipboard and sequins, a white background. You had to have 5 layers behind your photo and a bow. So I just thought I'd pick a few of my favorite things and go with it. So I am also doing Christy's 30 Days of Sketches, and this is the sketch we are using from Page Maps. So I'm going to start with this big banner, and then I realized I have cut it too short, so I'm going to add this lovely doily as the circular element. So already I have my white background. That's all I got going on so far. And then I'm going to work on my layering. So I think that I'm curious to see how everybody else takes it. Did they take 5 layers behind your photo as like 5 pieces of pattern paper, or just 5 things? Because I decided to go with 5 things. So I have the banner, I now have the doily, and then I will work on a couple of other items. So I am going to start with these 2 photos. They are selfies my daughter took of her and I and her dad. And I'm going to put them together and back them with tissue paper. So that is my 3rd layer. And this is just tissue paper from my stash. It's like a previous done from a gift type thing. So it's all wrinkly, but I'm super good with that. So I am going to put those down. I was having a little bit of a trouble of seeing the top, so I had to flip it around, and I'm going to add that right here. And then I use my big scissors to cut that out, and that keeps it fairly straight versus my little scissors, which seem to give me jagged edges. So that is pretty much the base of the layout with the base of the sketch. So now I am just working on embellishing. So layer number 4 is going to be tags. So I have a couple of tags up there in the top right hand corner, and my 5th layer is going to be a shaker pocket with that frame. So I am going to pop up my photos on some fun foam, which could be considered a layer if you wanted. I would go for that. So if you're playing along and you're curious what that layer would be, that is fine too. So layering is fun. I love me some layers. So you can layer with so much stuff. It could strictly be paper. It could be strictly with embellishments or cut apart sheets. I've done that before. But it's super fun just to layer a bunch of things. That's just my thing. Hey, I didn't think I had a thing, but I think I have a thing. I think I like to layer. I definitely am a paper addict, but I think I like to layer. So that's super exciting. I like having a thing. So speaking of an extra layer, now I am going to add the paper and the tags behind the foam. So it gives even a little bit more of that dimension. Now, for some reason, my photos didn't seem to butt together like I had thought. So I'm trying to fix that. But in reality, they do. It looks just fine. I'm looking at it now. Not really sure what my issue was. So I'm going to start working with that sticker sheet. So the sticker sheet from Go the Scenic Route, I am going to pull a couple of stickers. I'm going to pull that kind of mandala sticker and then a camera and put that down there. Now I'm going to make my shaker pocket. So I wanted to have some paper behind it because I knew that when I put the sequins on, you would be able to see the background partially a little bit. And because it's going over a couple layers, I thought it might look funny. So I just cut a piece of that scrap blue paper and put that behind it. And I use my favorite way of making a shaker pocket, which is using the Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins and leaving them in the pouch that they come in and putting them behind a frame or something. Or, sometimes I just leave them in the bag and that's it. And I love that too. So I am going to shove that behind the photo, and the mix in there, I think, was Magic Moment. The paper was already gone and I had kind of written it on top, but it was kind of coming off. And then for my scattering of sequins, because I didn't leave any out, I am going to use that Hot Pink Passion, which I think that I'm going to use that this month up. So we'll see. It goes really well with this collection. So I have my white background, my 5 layers. So now I've added my chipboard and my bow. So my chipboard is that fun peacock and it just nestled right there on top. I just loved it. And then that silver bow I felt went really well. And of course I have the sequins that I'm going to scatter as well as the sequins that are in the shaker pocket. So I have all 5 of my items and I am loving them. So looking through the sticker sheet, like I said, the only things that make it on, oh, that's a die cut. The only one thing that makes it on is that camera. The mandala is actually a die cut. So for my title, I am going to use this twisted metal piece that says love, and it comes attached with a couple of glue dots. And I just add another 2 glue dots to it to kind of hold it down. And then I add a heart from the sticker sheet and then a puffy heart from that Paper House production sheet. And then I am actually going to go in with some brads. So I have these beautiful sparkly diamond-y looking brads, and I'm going to add 2 to the tags and 1 to the center of the camera, because if you've been watching me for any amount of time, you know that the center of the cameras usually need something, whether it's an enamel dot or a sticker, a heart. Usually it's a sequin, but in this case it wasn't. So a brad it is. And I'm looking at this now and I'm sure that Amber is going, put some splatters on it. Put some splatters on it. Well, there's no splatters. And there's not going to be any splatters. There is going to be just a sprinkling of sequins. So Amber splatters, I sequin. I feel like it's close. She's probably yelling at me as she's listening to this. They're not the same. It's really fun having your best friend watch your videos, because number one, if there's anything wrong, she's usually the first one to be like, you sound like a chickmunk. You didn't mute, the Friends episode you were watching in the background. So, Rachel is yelling at Joey like super fast, like she's at Disneyland. I've gotten that a few times. Or she's like, somehow you didn't put your video like together, like you did the second half and then you did the first half. She's like, I don't know what you were talking about. You didn't make any sense. And so then I'm good to go back and fix it. Thank goodness. Thank you, Amber, for keeping track of me. So that being said, I am just finishing up with the sequins. I'm going in a diagonal design. I'm using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, which I am a total convert on, and my Crystal Katana, which is probably one of my favorite tools ever. If you have one, you know what I mean. If you don't go to Starbucks for the next couple days and save your money and buy one because they are awesome. And you can pick them up on Amazon and they just ship them to you. They're totally my favorite. So that being said, I don't know who's playing along with us today. It's obviously Christy and Moira, but I'm not sure who else is playing along. So I will make sure that their links are in the description box, whether it is their Instagram or their YouTube channel, it will be there. So check them out and see what they do with this sketch. So that is going to do it for me today. Remember to wear your crown, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.